been released. Here's the home team sheet, if you like, albeit that this Yokohama Stadium isn't their usual home, but they are still our hosts in most senses. Of the main heroes in their squad, Yu Kobayashi is one who starts here, top scorer this season, and was the main man when they first won the J1 a couple of years ago. Jung is South Korea's #1 keeper. Nakamura is a Lampard-esque kind of legend at 38. He's there on the bench, and so is the Brazilian forward Leandro Damião. We've seen several different shapes already in Frank Lampard's 4 halves of pre-season. This is a 4-3-3. Behind it, Kepa plays for the first time. Zuma and Luiz in defence. Back there in the middle, Jorginho and Kovacic joined in midfield by Mason Mount, who'll hope to build on that excellent display in Dublin. It's a pretty full bench. For now, the front three is got decent cross and a decent chance. Brings the first shot on target of the game, and a comfortable stop for Willy Caballero. But yet again, the Bodizato down the left getting in there with those crosses.
It all started really when Pedro got dragged across into the middle of the pitch, and they had a load of space for the left full-back, and that was where they eventually found it's a decent ball in. Actually, David does well just to flick it away. It's not the worst strike in the world, but he's gone safe, hasn't he? Side foot.
Jorginho, lovely ball, lovely first time effort from a real technician in Pedro. Tough skill. Batshuayi's first touch didn't desert him that time.
Much better.
Really good into Mason Mount. Back to Batshuayi.
Really good. Really good. Excellent play. And that's what your centre forward has got to do. It's a brilliant ball into Batshuayi. Lovely touch into Mason Mount. And then the pair of them again just to link up. And he gets his shot away. Doesn't hit the target, but that's much, much better. It's so important that your striker, when that ball goes in, makes it stick or finds a teammate. And there you see how important it is. He's trying to...
Credit to Tanaka. Kennedy's got it back now, and Pedro taking over and going for goal.
Well, we win the ball high up the pitch inside their final third. Mason Mount is the one that puts them under pressure to win it back. It's the first time we've seen that happen. There's the pressure from Mount, does enough. Oh, it's Jorginho actually that comes from deep. Not the worst effort in the world. Goalkeeper largely untroubled there. I think that's for the cameras, that one, to be honest with you.
Technically good enough off either peg, of course, Pedro. But his tally of 13 last season, not bad. 8 of them in the Premier League. He was top on both counts. Mount, Mr. Assister himself. Awkward little cross that from Cesar. He wanted a near post runner, I think. Batshuayi didn't quite have to do it. I mean, but all of them. Oh, that's a sloppy one.
Pressure, though.
Kennedy.
It's good pressure. Sorry, but should I say that was good. The way we were setting the trap there. Kennedy's position was good. Nearly capitalised, but good pressure as a unit high up the pitch, and that's something that started to develop as this half has gone on.
Taniguchi to the rescue for Kawasaki Frontale. Yes, I was just going to say, Willian, 8 goals in his Kennedy in again. That's ambitious. Not far off though.
Again, winning the ball in their half.
He's not really playing as wide left, is he?
Well, he's
Kennedy's been very tucked in.
He is tucking in. Although that's when we have the ball. When we don't have the ball at times, and we saw there from when he nearly picked their pocket. His position,
and then strong from Kennedy. Big switch finds Captain Aspie. Oh, it's done brilliantly to get it into Batshuayi, who turns it back. Chance for Mount. That's on target. Giselle got a good block. Times for Kawasaki Frontale did Toru Oniki.
What a ball that is.
Long raker to find Alonso, and you can't do much better than a cross of that quality.
No, nothing wrong with that.
More away kit with the button done up.
The Fred Perry look.
Pedro's cross ahead of Taniguchi. And he's coming more and more into the game.
I was just about to say that, Ben, actually. He took the words out of my mouth. He is starting to have a little bit more of an influence and getting used to it. I think early on his touch wasn't quite right, some of his passing but he's having more of an influence. He's quite ambitious there with his weaker right foot, but
wasn't able to have quite the impact last. Saito moves it on, and this is promising. 3v3. Caballero makes his sternest save of the game so far in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, I think Frank will be a little bit concerned with. We're a little bit dishevelled there. The two centre-halves, they're all over the place. Well, certainly Zuma's come out into a space, and in the end Caballero makes a pretty routine save, but it's a little bit too easy, that was, from our point of view.
And that's just going to run too far, but only just for Davide Zappacosta, who's also unexpectedly, we had suspensions for Kale and Louise and so on and so forth. Now, no flag here on Mason Mount. Promising, just needed a bit more curl.
Well, Mount and Barkley have really struck up a relationship in the opening 3 minutes of this second half. It's 2 or 3 times they've found one another now. He's just on this left-hand side. It's great awareness from Ross. Plays it in, it's a nice ball. And he opens the goal up beautifully here, Mason. That's unlucky. It's a great first touch, cuts inside, knows exactly what he's trying to do to bend it in towards that far post. The other day they hit the target and goes.
I'm sure if Giroud's had a touch yet. It's actually been quite a sparky start to this half from Kawasaki Frontale, as Chinen finds Leandro Damião in the middle, and he very nearly finds the net. They've looked all like scoring since the restart.
They have. It's a good ball in, and that run from deep, Zappacosta goes with him, but he's in front of him. If that's on target, there's no way Caballero's getting down to that. It's a really good ball in, actually. That falls to Oliver Giroud, that hits the target. He's just got a bit. He needs to try and glance that down, and he's just got quite a thick head on it and got too much power on it in the end.
Cheap concession in possession from Mauritari. Oh, Ross Barkley, beautiful disguise on the pass for Kennedy, making that burst. Just needed the individual
shot. He turned away his eyes.
Giroud goes for the goal and found the target. So found the gloves of Arai. To blindside him here.
It's a nice height for the goalkeeper. Should save that. Sees it over the wall. Plenty of.
Ross Barkley won't be allowed to be there in the Premier League next term. Back to Nakamura again. Beautifully weighted pass as well. Could be trouble here. That's the closest we've come to a goal. Leandro Damião off the top of the bar.
Just wonder whether Zappacosta has just done enough. I think he just does enough. He gets something. He's backtracking Zappacosta. Probably does.
An equaliser. It's another good cross. They're queuing up here. Good hit, and what a stop. Willy Caballero keeps the Chelsea sheet clean, only just. That was sharp.
This is a really good save because it comes through a sea of legs. He won't see this till late. He gets down to his right-hand side, strong wrist. He's had very little to do throughout the whole of the game, and he's called on there, and they're ending the second half the way they ended the first.
Oh, has really been involved in this cameo. Not cleared properly. Damião must score, does score. But just for the last 2 or 3 minutes, you felt it's been coming. He's had a couple of chances with that head. This one is buried, third time lucky.
Yeah, I think David will be disappointed in his role with this goal. Doesn't really do enough before the ball comes in.
Two of them go for it, Jason. Here.
Yeah.
Him and Giroud.
Yeah, the pair will get mixed up, and in the end, no one clears it. I don't know whether David's about to leave it for. He's unmarked at the far post. Can't miss, really. Caballero's save, brilliant save. Unfortunately, it's been overshadowed now by conceding.
I always feel sorry for a keeper there when they've done so much to keep it out that then defensive mix-up in front of them and no fault of their own.
Set piece, Ben. Chelsea get something out of it.
In towards Louise and Giroud, falling over one another in the box. But